this is a celebration of our joy, our resilience, and our struggle. And so one of the reasons we wanted to center Black drag in Portland specifically, well, you know, as Race Talks, we try to do theme-based, you know, who are we celebrating this month, right? Black history, Black folks, you know, I mean, we don't want to just celebrate it in the month, right? But we do want to be considerate of the fact that folks are having specific kinds of conversations. And so in June, we have Pride. We also have Juneteenth. And so looking at the intersectionality of it, the thought was, well, we can't do this if we're not going to talk about drag and, you know, Black drag. And I didn't even know Poison Waters had a PCC course on the history of drag in Portland. Did you know that? Right, I didn't either. So the person who was working with us at the time had gone through the course, and I said, well, we can't do anything about Pride without acknowledging Black folks. So it was kind of a very easy fit, right? And so we reached out to Poison through LaWanda Jackson, who I didn't know that we knew, through Miss Bernie over here, who is LaWanda's mama. And so, give it up for the mamas. And so LaWanda put Poison in her drag. And so, you know, there's kind of this indoctrination and this adoption process that happens. And so we didn't know it was kind of a family affair, if you will. And so when I called Auntie LaWanda, as I refer to her, and she called Poison, and Poison brought out folks last year, and we had a ball. And the idea is, you know, really is having an opportunity for Black and brown folks to come together in our community and celebrate Pride and celebrate each other. But the reality is we have a lot of homophobia in our community, right? And so this is an opportunity to hear other people's stories. So on Tuesday night, Poison led a panel discussion where we were talking about a documentary called Black as You Are. And it chronicles young Black, New York City-based, Philadelphia-based, Baltimore-based, trans women, men, non-binary, gay youth. And so by youth, I use that liberally, you know, kind of late teens, early 20s. And so, you know, the idea, I had a friend actually who had posted something on Instagram, and it said something to the effect of, it was like a video. And it was I guess, former trans person, this is the way it was presented, who said, you know, I was part of the LGBTQ community, and then I found God, and now I'm not. And so when they posted this, I said, you know, this feels really homophobic, one. Two, even if that's true for that person, that's just one story. You know, that is not true for everyone. And so I asked my friend, I said, you know, how many trans folks do you know? How many gay folks do you know? Do you know I identify as queer? So, you know, like, what? And they're like, no, I need to learn it. So they actually came on Tuesday and left, and you know, they're very religious. And so we had a conversation about the intersectionality of queer identity and Blackness in the church. And you can be all these things. You can believe in God, you can be queer, you can be Black, and you can be beautiful, and it's amazing. So that's really what we are trying to do here in this space, is give us all an opportunity as folks of color to come together and be celebrated, but also to learn each other's stories, because unfortunately, we are all experiencing racism, and we are all experiencing violence. And so, unfortunately, we live at a time where people are just losing their minds. And so we need to learn how to be more embracing of each other and love. Would y'all agree? Yeah. Awesome. So, I'm so excited to see you here tonight. We have a second show tomorrow, so if you want to come back tomorrow, it's an all-community event. And so I definitely encourage you to come if you have white partners, friends, cousins, housemates, neighbors, coworkers, you know, bring them. But we are gonna bring our stars out shortly. How many of you, by a show of hands, have been to Race Talks before? All right, a few of you. Well, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, we're going to give you a little introduction to Race Talk shortly and hope that you will continue to come and support our programming. So we've been doing this for 13 years. We've been doing it at the Kennedy School gym on the other side of the building. We do monthly programming. You pick a topic, we discuss it, but generally through the lens of race and racism. So tonight is very different, kind of in the Race Talks format. We'll start with a panel. Poison Waters is our host for the night. Tomorrow night, LaWanda Jackson will be our host. We have amazing Black local drag queen celebrities here. And so we'll first have a panel discussion, and then we'll go into, everyone's gonna have a chance to perform tonight. So just by a show of hands, how many of you will this be your first drag show? All right, Shaina, I'm looking for your hand. Lexi, Ms. Renee, okay, cool. So, all right, I don't know your name. What's your name? Kendra, nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. See, we family here. So, so what you're gonna do? Hello, coming in. Who is that? Austin, what's up? And Brock Emmett. Yeah, I call people out, y'all. That's what I do. We family. So, so drag show etiquette. You be loud. You be loud. Okay. You get up. You dance. Your energy feeds the energy of the performer. Okay, so if they are grooving and bopping, you need to get up and groove and bop with them. So if you have cash money on you, you can go get singles or 5s or 10s or 20s, and you make it rain. Okay, so when they come up, you can offer it, you know. We'll have people who will have jars. You can put it in the jar. You can bring it up and put it on the stage. Some might flirt with you and let you tip them in their costume. You know, you need to get that consent, okay? Because we don't just be tipping on people's persons without their consent, okay? So that's basically what it is. Now, on this night, all the proceeds of the cash tipping offerings will actually go to Race Talks. But if you go to, say, CC Slaughters or any of the other drag show events, that goes to the performer. So it's always really important that when you go to a drag show event, if you don't have cash money, you supplement with your energy, okay? So, but we have an ATM here, all right? So I don't want you to feel like you ain't gotta go, you know, oh, I forgot to bring cash. No. If you go on down to the entrance, there's an ATM machine, and you go and take your bills out, and they will break them down for you. Steve, y'all got cash? You can break 10s and 20s?
Yeah, for the most part.
All right, cool. We'll take 5s. We'll take your 20s. You know, so it's all good. So anyway, thank you so much for coming. We're gonna put the music back on. We're gonna start the show shortly. And again, if you want to move up, feel free to do that. All right. Thank you.